question number 4, November 13 financial reporting. Shall we start? See, note the time at which we are starting. 6:43. We are just starting at 6:43. Now, let us just take up the problem for discussion. It is a problem involving one parent, one subsidiary. Always one parent. You have subsidiary RAT Limited, parent CAT Limited. So, what is that we normally take up? Cutoff. What questions that we will be making as inquiry? What inquiries we would be making? Date of acquisition, date of consolidation. If you make inquiry as regarding date of acquisition, we get the impression by going through the first part of the adjustment that they have acquired 9,000 shares on 1st of April at the rate of 13. Preliminary inquiry, what people would normally make is that 2,25,000 is equity capital. So, if you look into the second adjustment, we have mentioned it clearly that there is a bonus issue to the extent of 1:4, and this 1:4 would mean the capital that you have on this date is after bonus issue, whereas the number of shares that we were referring at the initial stage on 1st of April being 9,000, this is before bonus issue. So, one cannot compare the number of shares that they have initially bought with the quantity of shares that they have after bonus, because they have issued the bonus shares only in the next year, that is in the same year, but by 1st of August, whereas acquisition was made on 1st of April. So, it may not be fair on our part to take up 9,000 rupees in comparison with 2,25,000, that being 22,500 shares. So, therefore, we will have a basic working done for that purpose to know about when actual acquisition, controlling acquisition they have made. If before bonus, if it were to be 4 shares, bonus issue would be 1, after bonus would be 5. If 2,25,000 were to be the equity share capital after bonus, what would be the capital before bonus? 2,25,000 divided by 5 multiplied by 4, which comes to 1,80,000, that is 18,000 shares. So, by 1st of April, parent company, or in this case CAT company, bought 9,000 shares at the rate of 13 on 1st of April. On 1st of April, this 9,000 is working out only to 50%. So, marking this that we have bought it on this date as date of acquisition may not be appropriate. So, then when is that they have bought? They have bought it, or they got it, they have got bonus shares, and apart from that they have bought 4,950 shares X bonus is what they have mentioned. Apart from that, they have bought 20,000 cumulative preference shares on the same day, that we will take it up separately for discussion. This 4,950 what they have bought will not qualify for bonus shares, because the terms of purchases states very clearly that it is exclusive of bonus. That means those shares which were held previously, that shareholder will be getting bonus shares, but not the parent company CAT Limited. Are you clear? So, now let us just understand what is the percentage of holding. On 1/8, it is 9,000 shares plus 1/4 on 9,000 plus 4,950 shares, the whole divided by 22,500. Take the calculator and find out the percentage of holding. 72%. So, therefore, one should note down the date of acquisition not as 1/4/12 but as 1/8/12. Date of consolidation is 31/3/13. So, number of months fallen prior to the date of acquisition during the current period is 4 months, and number of months fallen after that 8 months period. Percentage of holding 72 and minority interest the balance 28. Are you clear? This is the first stage that we have got to take it up. Are you understanding? So, something about parent company also I wanted to tell you. This CAT Limited was formed on 1st of April 2012 with an authorized capital of 3 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. Whereas the balance sheet shown only 24 lakhs. So here they are mentioned as authorized capital, but issued capital is only 24 lakhs. So that year they are formed. On the same day itself they acquired some quantity of shares which was only 50%. 4 months later they have bought 4,950 plus what they have qualified as bonus, all put together it comes to how many number of shares? So all that how much it comes to? 9,000 16,200 shares. This comes to 16,200 shares. Upon 22,500, you will get 72%. Please understand this will not qualify for bonus issue because the terms are very clear that it is all on X bonus shares basis. Okay. Then apart from that, they are holding some preference share capital also. Preference share capital in which what is the quantity that they are holding? 20,000 shares into what is that 10 rupees shares into 100, the nominal value is 20 lakhs. Then subsidiary company RAT Limited had issued by that point of time 21 lakhs and 25,000. 20.25 lakhs is the capital held by them. So the difference between the two is held by outsiders minority interest. So here is a place where there is a matter that they are communicating that RAT Limited had discharged its obligation towards preference dividend only up to 31st of March 2011. That means they have not paid dividend for 11-12 and 12-13. And one more important thing that we have got to notice is that it is 9% cumulative preference shares. Correct? Are you understanding? 20 lakhs 25,000 is the preference share capital face value. Face value to the extent of 20 lakhs held by CAT Limited, the parent company, and that was also bought by what time? 20,000 9% cumulative preference shares were also bought on the same date, 1st of August 2012. And here they mention the shares are acquired on 1st of August where X bonus and X dividend. What do you mean by X bonus? That we have explained. Exclusive bonus. X dividend. Why that wording they have got to use as X dividend? That means whether this X dividend is communicated only for this 4,950 shares or for 20,000 shares, or should that be understood for both 4,950 equity shares and 20,000 preference shares? If you ask a question, we have got to be bit liberal only. Reason is that we understand that, closely follow, we understand that equity dividend can be declared only after paying preference shares. In adjustment number 2, they have made a clear mention that together with 12% equity dividend from RAT Limited is what they have given. What do you mean by that? On 1st of August, CAT received bonus entitlements from RAT Limited at the rate of 1/4 together with 12% equity dividend from RAT Limited. So, parent company had received dividend on their existing holding which was 50%. Remember, in the first purchases when they made it was 50%. Only for the second purchases they mentioned in the problem that it is on X dividend purchases. The first purchases whatever they have made on which they are entitled for the dividend for the year 11-12. That is what they have received by 1st of August 2012. So this is the 12% what they are talking about is on equity share capital. Correct? Closely follow all of you. When they are talking something about 12% on equity capital, that means preference share capital on which dividend were all declared. So no company can declare dividend on equity capital keeping preference share capital pending. So what they mention in the problem, very difficult moment is what we are experiencing. What is that? RAT Limited had discharged its obligation towards preference dividend only up to 31st of March 11. That means they have kept 2 years in arrears. 11, 12, 12, 13. But here we get an impression by going through this problem that the dividend at the rate of 12%, they have mentioned it very clearly that it is equity dividend. So they are saying that equity dividend was paid by parent company, sorry, subsidiary company received by parent company, and subsidiary company is reporting that preference dividend was not paid. So one cannot declare equity dividend without paying preference dividend. Are you understanding? And more so in the first adjustment what they given, it is on ex dividend basis. That means dividend got declared both for preference share capital as well as for equity capital, because this is a common statement that they have made, it is ex dividend. Are you following all of you? So therefore we are forced to understand that this date is a mistake. 31st of March 2011 what they have printed should be understood as 31st of March 2012. So only then it will be compatible. So there can be no case where equity dividend was paid before paying preference dividend. You also understand in adjustment number 1 ex dividend and equity dividend was also declared. So you get the impression that preference dividend was also paid, equity dividend was also paid, but in adjustment number 5 they say that they have paid only up to 31st of March 2011. It goes without saying that it is only a printing mistake. So therefore what is that we will be doing? We need to alter this number 31st of March 2011 as 2012. Only on that basis we can proceed. Otherwise it will result in a scenario where I will be paying off equity dividend without paying preference dividend, which is against the provisions of Companies Act. And not only that, even in the case of AS 20, in the computation of earnings per share, even when the company is reporting loss and when the company is having cumulative preference shares, what they say is that you have got to deduct cumulative preference dividend even when the company is reporting loss and find out further loss and find out earnings per share. Such is the status that they have awarded even in AS 20. Because people might just say that when there is a loss, how is it you will pay preference dividend? Don't have to just make any adjustment. This sort of understanding people carry. But whatever accounting standard is saying in AS 20, even when the company is reporting loss, take into consideration the preference dividend related to cumulative preference shares and then compute earnings per share. Such is the status they have provided. We can't be working against Companies Act, we can't be working against AS 20 also. So if such be the case, we don't have any other alternative but to make alteration in the question paper. Otherwise you can't solve the problem. What is the alteration that we are making? So adjustment number 5 we are altering. So 31st of March 11 we are making it out as 31st of March 12. Are you understanding? Either I should give respect to the question paper and consider that equity dividend was paid without paying preference dividend, or give respect to provisions in Companies Act and accounting standard and make alteration in the question paper. So there are only 2 alternatives that we have. Both the alternatives we can solve. But firstly I am taking up the alteration as 31st of March 2011 and not by, I am just altering this and making it as 31st of March 2012. I am also having the confidence to say that it is a mistake committed. How I am telling you is that there are two types of mistakes that they have committed apart from this. What are the two types of mistakes that they have committed? Though it is not within our scope or within our domain, but yet you can judge. So look at profit and loss account of the parent company. It is 29 lakhs and 10,000. Look at when they have formed the company, 1st of April 12. That means the balance sheet is prepared 1 year after the formation. Correct? And they have mentioned in this adjustment number 3, profit and loss account of CAT Limited included current year's profit of 3,75,000. So profit and loss account should have only current year's profit. That's all. You cannot have opening profit and loss account because they have started the company only now. So huge amount of P&L account that they have given, 29 lakhs and 10,000. Current year's profit and loss account includes would mean something else were there. How you can have? If you would have just conveyed it as reserves and surplus, then I could have as well understand that some capital reserve or general reserve might be there, which they would have got it by acquisition or by absorbing some other company. So here you don't have the name as capital reserve or general name as reserves and surplus. Here you say current year profit and started the company only now. And how can you have opening balance? So there is one mistake there. That structural mistake you have. Then English mistake is also there. So another mistake also I could find. What is that? In the question paper which I given for circulation, I made a correction. What is that? Our staff member have made the correction. I have not asked them to make. He himself had made. Look into that. So was not passed neither in the books nor in the books is what they are given. So neither nor you should provide. Was passed neither in the books nor in the books is what they should have printed. No. Here they put was not passed. If they have used not passed would mean this should be either and this should be or. Though it is not within my scope, my suspicion is growing. My suspicion is only growing. Therefore, I am just saying there are three mistakes that this problem has got. 31st of March 11, I have to make it out as 31st of March 12. The company might have been formed some years back. I am not going to take up the profit and loss account of the parent company for any analysis. So the mistake is not affecting my CFS. English mistake, I will just leave it off. So when one mistake is there, I am just finding out as whether I am wrong in understanding or the problem itself has got some mistake. I would conclude that problem has got some mistake, because if I have to accept what they are given, then it is working against Companies Act and AS 20. So therefore, I just don't want to go against Companies Act and go against accounting standard, and rather I am making only a small alteration. So for that I have a strength in two different places they have committed mistake. Are you understanding? So therefore, I am just making things a little easier for me to operate. Shall I proceed? Now coming back to classification as the next item. Profit and loss account of the subsidiary company. How much is that? 2,60,000. There are some mistakes that they have committed. What are the mistakes that they have committed? The profit and loss account 3 and 4, adjustment number 3 and 4. Profit and loss account of CAT Limited included current year's profit of 3,75,000 after debiting monthly sum of 8,000 in its P&L account being expenditure incurred on behalf of RAT. The entry to record the amount due from RAT was not passed neither in the books of CAT nor in the books of RAT. We understand all the spirit. English is not a big issue now. Now, this 8,000 rupees per month is what they have said. How many months they have not reported? 8,000 rupees incurred by parent. How many months? After debiting a monthly sum of 8,000 would mean, is it only the last month or is it from 1st of August or 1st of October? 1st of August. So another person might just say, sir, we will take it up for all the 12 months period, because when you take up all the 12 months period, then you can bring out an assumption that profit is earned evenly throughout the period. When you are taking it up only for from 1st of August, then for first 4 months period not affected by this expenditure, last 8 months will be affected by this expenditure. So the convenient of these two is to assume the expenditure is incurred for all the 12 months period. Once again, a sort of difficult moments that we are experiencing, that we have got to rectify now. What is that we should do? Less expenses 12 into 8,000. How much? 96,000. I will bring out a total like that. Okay. 1,64,000. Current year figure and opening balance. What is the current year figure that they have reported? 1,92,000. Opening figure should be this is what they have reported. Are you clear? Are you understanding? Or else, if you are comfortable with this sort of presentation, that also we can do it. If you are not comfortable with this, I will do that way also. Profit and loss account 2,60,000. Opening current year. How much is current year's figure? 1,92,000. How much? 68,000 balancing figure. Correct? Say when current year figure is given, we have got to take up opening balance as balancing figure. Now we have got to alter. What is alteration we will be making? Minus 96,000. Minus 96,000. Am I right? Are you following? How much is that? 6. How much? 96,000. Closely follow. Then we will be adding back 48,000. A matter which I have to open up now. 48,000 is the abnormal loss. How do I know that it is an abnormal loss? It earned 1,92,000, of which 61,000 towards insurance claims received for loss of stock by fire accident on 30th of June 12. This had happened during the first 4 months period. The cost of such stock they have included in the opening balance at 1,09,000. In your profit and loss account, they have reported 1,09,000 on the debit, 61,000 rupees as insurance claim. The net effect of this is that 109,61. What is the balancing figure? 48,000 rupees loss we have overbooked. It is as good as 48,000 rupees on the debit. Am I right? So you have on the debit 109,000 and on the credit 61,000. 48,000 is the abnormal loss. We are adding it back. Why we are adding it back? Because this is an item of loss which is pertaining only to first 4 months, not applicable to all the 12 months period. So I will add back. Similarly, I will add back here. Correct? How much is that? It works out to 1,44,000. Then we will take it up as first 4 months and last 8 months. Take the calculator and find out as how much is applicable for the first 4 months period. 48,000 and 96,000. Now I have added for abnormal loss. Now I have got to deduct the abnormal loss not for all the 12 months period but only for the first 4 months period. How much? 48,000. Leaving no balance for the first 4 months period. Are you understanding? 96,000. Are you clear? All of you? So now we have taken into account adjustment number 3, adjustment number 4, and adjustment number 5 also I have to take into consideration. Remember that we have taken up para number 27 of AS 21. One cannot take up the profit and loss account for the share between parent and minority interest when you are keeping preference share capital and their preference dividend pending. So now I would like to draw your attention to para number 27. If a subsidiary has outstanding cumulative preference shares which are held outside the group, the parent computes its share of profit or loss after adjusting for the subsidiary's preference dividend, whether or not dividend have been declared. So AS 21 also is telling that you have got to deduct from profit and loss account preference dividend, not for the entire preference share capital. They have said held by outsiders only. So when you look into the problem where preference share capital to the extent of 20 lakhs and 25,000, 20 lakhs of the face value of the preference share capital held by parent. So how much is held by outsiders? 25,000. On 25,000 we will apply 9% and deduct. Are you understanding? Are you following? What is that we should do? 9% on 25,000 only we will take up. We will not take up for entire 20 lakhs and 25,000. So how much it works out to? Preference dividend less preference dividend 9% on 25,000 only. How much? Into 4 by 12. Here similarly 9% into 25,000 into 8 by 12. I can't be paying first 4 months preference dividend from the last 8 months profit. I should only be adjusting against the appropriate period only. How much it comes to? 750, and in this case 1500. So how much is it that you end up with? 750 negative, and how much you end up with? 94,500. What is your capital profit? Capital profit is 68,000 opening balance and 750 negative figure. So 68,000 minus 750, 67,250 is capital, and this will be taken up as revenue. Are you understanding? So this of course on which we have to say already dividend of 11, 12 and bonus shares were deducted, because we have got this as balancing figure. So that means already they have deducted when they have finalized the books of accounts, because from current year when we have deducted opening balance we have got. So therefore on this figure we don't have to deduct once again. Normally in other problems what they do is that they will give the opening balance at gross. Then we will be deducting towards dividend and bonus shares, and the balance we will take it up as current year's profit. Whereas in this problem, current year's profit was given, opening balance we have got as balancing figure. That balancing figure is only after adjusting towards dividend of the last year and bonus shares that they have declared. Shall I proceed? So we have done, or we have carried out all aspects except the pre-acquisition dividend computation. Pre-acquisition dividend computation. Parent company is in receipt of the 12%. Where is that they have mentioned? 12% equity dividend from RAT. Equity dividend was credited to P&L account by CAT. So we need to compute that. How much is that? 12% on 1,80,000 into 50%. 12% is given. What is this 1,80,000? Today the equity capital is 2,25,000. By then it was 1,80,000, and by then this parent company was holding only 50%. And moreover, for the second acquisition it is ex-dividend. For the first acquisition it is inclusive of dividend only. How much it comes to? 10,800. Check it up. 10,800 only. Shall I proceed? Now, what are the matters that we are going to take up? Now, we are going to distribute things. Date of acquisition. What is the title that we are going to provide? Calculation of goodwill with respect to preference share capital. Firstly, we will take up because that is a huge amount of investment they have made. What is the cost of purchases? 21 lakhs and 60,000. So, what is the amount of investment that they have reported in the balance sheet? So, our mind will ask this question. 23 lakhs 51,250 is what they have given. That amount is inclusive of this 21 lakhs and 60,000. How to confirm? They are given in the balance sheet a number of 2351 250. The breakup of which is equity so much and preference share capital so much. This is 21 lakhs and 60,000. Here in two lots they got. First lot 9,000, second lot 4,950 multiplied by 13 and 15. 1 lakh 4950 into 15. 74,250. Correct. Please sum up. 2351 250 no. 1,17,000, 74,250, 21 lakh 60,000 making up to 23 lakhs 51,250. In that we are taking up this portion firstly. Less nominal value of preference share capital held. How much? 20 lakhs. Goodwill to the extent of 1,60,000. Then we will take up with respect to equity capital. Calculation of goodwill, minority interest, then consolidated P&L account. Shall I proceed? We will have date of acquisition, date of consolidation, revenue profit. Equity share capital, profit and loss account. How much is that? 2,25,000. How much we will take it up? 1,80,000. And this number I am taking up as 1,13,000. Closely follow. 1,80,000 I will make it out as 2,25,000. How much more I have added? 45,000 rupees. Now that 45,000 I will deduct. If I deduct 45,000, how much I will end up with? 68,000. Correct. But here also I have one problem. I can't take up 68,000. So once again I will make a change. It is 68,000 minus 750. Remember that 750 is the preference dividend for the first 4 months period. Remember that we have deducted 68,000 and 750. Just check up. How is that we got? It is 68,000 minus this 750. Are you understanding? So therefore it is 67,250. Don't get the impression I have just made 3 changes. I wanted to demonstrate to you what they were having and how that money got transferred to equity capital in the form of bonus shares and how 68,000 was brought to 67,250 towards first 4 months preference dividend. And what is this figure that we are going to take up? The figure that we are going to take up will be a final number So the final number that we have got to make, whatever adjustment that you have made, 48,000 we have added. Then we have to deduct 48,000. Why 48,000 we have to deduct? Here we have added, here we have added. Here we have deducted, here we have got to deduct. Then how much we have deducted here? 750 and 1500 both put together, how much we have to deduct? 2250. Now you take up all these numbers, 2,60,000 minus 96,000 plus 48,000 minus 48,000 minus 2250. How much is that? 161,750. Now what is the difference between the two? 94,500. 94,500. We can just check up 94,500. Now let us effect the total. Check up with the arithmetic computation. Percentage of holding 72, 28, 72. Net worth. Apply this. $68,040. Investments. What is the amount of investments that we have kept? Only equity we have to take up. First lot 1,17,000 less pre-acquisition. Pre-acquisition, how much was that? 10,800. That should be deducted from profit and loss account. One not 6, 200. Second lot. How much is second lot? 74, 250. One lakh 80,000, 450. Preference share capital we have taken care of separately. This results in capital reserve only. 210, 420 minus 1,80,000, 450. 29,970. That goodwill on account of preference share capital, how much you had? 1,60,000 we will bring. Are you understanding? Then against a minority interest I will bring 25,000. Preference share capital. Are you understanding? Out of 20 lakhs and 25,000, remember 20 lakhs and 25,000, how much you have knocked off for the purpose of computing goodwill? 20 lakhs. That 20 lakhs related to 20,000 preference shares. The remaining 25,000 rupees held by outsiders only, they are to be part and parcel of your minority interest only. Now parents figure. What is the parents figure for your profit and loss account? 29 lakhs and 10,000. Then to that expenses reversed. For them it is their income. How much is that? 96,000. Now Do you have any other matter that we have got to be really taking up? Yes, we do have, that being proposed dividend of the parent company we have got to deduct. Before we could take up the CFS, let us take up proposed dividend. What is the rate they have mentioned? How much? 10% on 24 lakhs. 2,40,000. Now CFS figure. What are the items that we have to take into consideration? One is capital reserve, the other one is goodwill. What is the net amount? 1,60,000 minus 29,970. 1,30,030 goodwill. For minority interest purposes, we got to take up this 108,290 plus 25,000, 133,290. Take the calculator and work out 60,040 minus 10,800 plus 29 lakhs and 10,000 plus 96,000 minus 2,40,000. 28 lakhs, 23,240. Now balance sheet we can prepare. I will prepare just for the sake of quick completion in the old format only. Goodwill 1,30,030. Then what are the items of assets that you have? Fixed assets 3861,650 plus 17,50,000. 56,11,650 fixed assets. Then current assets 20 lakhs 47,500. Equity share capital 24 lakhs. Then profit and loss account 28 lakhs 23,240. Minority interest including preference share capital 133,290. Then we have 12% secured debenture. How much? 6 lakhs 50,000. Then proposed dividend equity of parent 2,40,000. Preference dividend of minority interest in RAT. How much we have deducted? 2,250. We have deducted 750 in one location, 1,500 in another location. 242, 250. Then creditors. Please help me out. 15 lakhs 40,400. $77, 89, 180. Okay, now it is 7:28. Starting time 6:43. So with discussion I am talking about, it is taking this much of time. You should also have the courage to bring out correction. So institute is trying to test on the students' ability to bring about amendments to question itself by applying the provisions of Companies Act and Accounting Standard. Come on, can you just make note? Imagine the change that we have made, that 31st of March 11 as 31st of March 12 we have made. So people might just have a feeling, why should I alter the information given in the question? Even if it is against the Companies Act and accounting standards, let it be like that, they have committed a mistake. If you don't alter the question paper as it was done in the previous case, if you don't alter it, then how do you make a presentation? There is a second alternative. What I would do is, closely follow, only small change I will be making. Here I have explained that this will be changed, no? Adjustment number 5 is correct. Let us assume that way. This is second alternative, is right. That means they have kept outside preference shareholders pending for how many years? 2 years. If that be the case, what sort of impact it will cause? Instead of deducting only one time 2250, what is it I got to do? One more 2250 I got to make. One more 2250 I have to make. From where I got to deduct this 2250? From here I will be deducting 2250. Because this 2250 is matter related to 11-12. Whereas this is related to 12-13. Are you understanding, all of you? If they say that preference dividend is kept in arrears for 2 years, would mean for the current period 4 months and 8 months we have adjusted. For the previous year also we have to adjust. From where we will adjust? Only from that 68,000 we got to adjust. Huh? If you speak like this, how can I hear? Once again like this. So what is that meaning of this one? Our friend is asking, sir, why should I calculate only for 25,000? Why should not I do it for entire 20 lakhs and 25,000? Correct. But your AS 21, para number 27 is saying, if subsidiary has outstanding cumulative preference shares which are held outside the group, the parent company computes its share of profit or loss after adjusting for subsidiary's preference dividend. Who is holding out of 20 lakhs and 25,000? Who is holding 20 lakhs? Parent company. There is no meaning in computing it and taking it. Rather, they can allow it to be there in P&L account itself. Therefore, you have to provide only for outsiders' interest in preference share capital is what they are saying. Otherwise, they have to change the question. No, I am just put to difficulty. I am not the author of the question. If question paper is not to be altered, we have to do only like this. If you have any problem, you can make a note like that only. So, I told you that we can alter the question paper date. That we have done. If you don't want to alter the question paper and want to try like this, even for the previous year also, on 25,000 we have got to take it up. I am not suggesting this. The question paper itself is a mistake. I am only providing a solution for such question paper. Whether it is right or wrong, for which I am just proving through AS 21 para number 27. Shall I proceed? It is not my wish. I am trying to bring out a solution. Now what will happen is that this is not going to be 1,61,250. 161,750 minus 2250. How much it will be? 1,60,000. 59,500. How much it would be? It will not be 67,250. 67,250 minus 2250. How much it will work out to? 65,000. I am trying to find out the best solution for this sort of scenario. If a person is injured in an accident, the best thing what a doctor can do is a plastic surgery and make it appear that it is nose. Perfect finish of nose may not be possible, no? So I am just only helping. It is not my wish. What will happen for this? What will happen for this? 225 plus 65,000. 2,90,000. 22 lakhs, sorry, 225,000 plus 159,500. 384,500. This will not undergo any change because alteration is made in the closing balance as well as opening balance, leaving no change there. Here this will undergo change. 0.72 into 2,90,000. Correct? Now you just check up 208,800 minus 1,80,450. Sorry, 208,800 minus 180,450. How much it comes to? 28,350. 28,350 plus, sorry, minus 1,60,000. 131,650. What will be this figure? $132. Just see. Correct? Here it will be 4,500. Why? 2 years arrears. Correct? It will not be same. 90